Hello, everybody. In this video, we're going to be talking about managing your Google Meet recordings. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. Once you launch a Google Meet session, to start recording this session, what you're going to do is navigate to the bottom right-hand corner, and you're looking for this jelly bean button, technically called the More Options, but that's name's not as fun. All right, so go ahead and click this, and you'll notice up at the very top of all those options is a Record Meeting button. So to start your recording, all you have to do as the presenter or as the facilitator is to go over there and click Record Meeting. And once you do so, you'll notice that you get this little disclaimer reminding you that we can't record without consent. So you want to make sure that you tell your students about that in advance, that everything in Meet is going to be recorded. Go ahead and click Accept. And then I want to direct your attention to the upper left-hand corner. We now have a little gray record button that was spinning at first, and now it has turned red and says it's recording. So now everything that I say in here is being recorded at this point. So we recommend that you do this as the first thing when you get inside of Google Meet. Heck, maybe you even start this before the students start arriving. Totally up to you. So anything that I say in here is being recorded at this time. And the other nice thing about this is Google Meet now also records anything that is put in the chat. So starting from this point forward, if a student or if you go up to the chat icon in the upper right-hand corner and you add some messages here, that message will be recorded with a timestamp and with the person that said it. And so once we are done with this recording, you will have two things. You'll have a video file that has the video recording from this, and you'll also get a Google Doc file in your folder that will have a transcript of all the chat or all the things that were put in the chat. This is great because if you're posting links for students or they're posting links for you, it's a great place to, or a great way to be able to go back and capture and save all of that information. Okay, so we're reaching the end of our session. It is now time to go ahead and end this Google Meet. What we're going to recommend that you do is go down to this bottom right-hand corner and once again click the More Options Jelly Bean button. Over here, you'll notice that instead of Start Recording, it now says Stop Recording. All you have to do is click this, and then you will notice that you get this message now. Hey, do you want to stop this? And it also says the recording will be saved in Caleb Rothy's Google Drive. So when you press Stop Recording, it will go ahead and end this recording, but Google is not going to render it until you end your whole meeting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and end this Google Meet session by leaving the call. And once this has been ended, now Google Meet is going to start to render our video that was generated during this session. It takes a couple of minutes, depending on how long your video is. It can take much longer, and also depending on how many people are also recording at that time, it may affect things. But let me show you where you can find these afterwards. What you're going to do is you're going to open up your Google Drive. And inside your Google Drive, over here in this main area where I've got all these folders, what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down and you're going to look for a folder called Meet Recordings. This is automatically generated for you by Google the very first time you do a recording, so you don't have to create the folder. It'll just be there for you. And Google will then start to put all of your recordings into this folder for you automatically. Now, the one that I just did is not in here yet, so you have to wait a little bit of time for it to generate and for it to populate. But I did one a couple of minutes ago just to show you over here. It's this one up here at the top. If I open this up, this will show you a chat transcript from our session. And then if I double click on this, it will show you the video that was recorded during the session. Now, as a reminder, that video recording will take a minute to render before it becomes available for you to be able to review afterwards. But all of these are automatically saved for you in Google Drive. The other great thing to know is that your Google Drive storage with your Redlands Google account is unlimited. So you're never going to run out of space in here, and you don't need to do anything else to manage your recordings other than start the button, end it once you're done with your session, and then wait for them to be populated into this folder. All right, I hope that video helps. Thanks.